Good day, my viewers. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm talking about bitterness. Bitterness is lack of sweetness. Whenever something is not sweet again, you say that the thing is very bitter. So, bitterness is lack of sweetness. And today we are going to look at emotional bitterness. Emotional bitterness is the feeling of sadness, resentment, and anger. And this type of feelings is the type that have last for a long time. When somebody is angry for a long period of time, it will turn to bitterness. So bitterness is also a negative feelings. When you are having a negative feeling for somebody, so whenever you are having a negative feelings against anyone, we call it bitterness. And common sign of bitterness is anger. Whenever somebody is bitter inside him or her, the person will be doing what? Will be angry every time. Any small thing, the person will be provoked. So bitterness is lack of sweetness. We're going to look at the cause of bitterness in someone's life. Nobody, God did not create us to have bitterness inside of us, but it happened gradually by the things that somebody have passed through can make the person to have bitterness. So we have causes of bitterness. Number one cause of bitterness is relationship breakup. This one is one of the example of or one of the things that can cause bitterness. When somebody is no longer in relationship he or she has been enjoying. When you break from your relationship, like example, divorce. When husband and wife are no longer together again, it can make them to have bitterness inside of them. So one of the things that can cause bitterness is when relationship is being broken. The two people are not seeing themselves as one again. When they are not in love again, and this broken relationship can lead to divorce, and it will make the person, each party, to begin to feel bitterness inside of them. So we should avoid many things so that we can be happy. We say that example of or one of the things that can cause bitterness is broken relationship. And this thing can make somebody to start having depression, to start having negative feelings against the person that they loved before. So when you say divorce, divorce can lead to bitterness. Number two things that can lead to bitterness is loss of job. When somebody is no more doing the job that is doing to earn a living, when you're not doing your job again, let me say that they sack you from where you're working, it can make somebody to be very bitter. So bitterness can come when you have a broken relationship, when you lose your job. When you lose your job, it can lead to bitterness. Number three things that can cause bitterness is injustice. When somebody, injustice can be when somebody lie against you or take something that belong to you, especially let me say property like land and other valuable things. It can make somebody, the owner of that thing, to be what? Bittered. So when there is injustice, injustice can lead to bitterness. Anything that will make people not to be happy, we should avoid it. When you do something that another person does not like, it can make the person to develop bitterness. So injustice is another good example of bitterness. Number four thing that can cause bitterness is past betrayals. When somebody betray you, especially if your friend betray you, it can lead to bitterness. When your loved one, the person that you love so much, betray you, it can lead to what? Bitterness. So past betrayal can cause bitterness. Number five thing that can cause bitterness is unforgiveness. Unforgiveness is a good example of bitterness. When you don't forgive people, when you have issue with somebody, you just put it in your mind and carry it, and you don't forgive. When you don't forgive so easily, it can cause what? Bitterness. One thing about bitterness is it doesn't affect the other party, but you that is not happy, the thing is eating you up, it's drying your bone. So even if our friends offended us, we should learn how to do what? Forgive them. No matter how hard it is, forgive. Forgive one another. Unforgiveness lead to bitterness. So these are the things that can cause bitterness. We have many others, but these are the ones that I point out that can make somebody to be what? Very, very bitter. We are going to look at the effect of bitterness in somebody's life. Effect of bitterness is nobody like to stay with somebody that is anyone that is angry. Nobody want to stay with an angry man or an angry woman. Nobody want to stay with somebody that is angry. So bitterness can lead to what? Anger. When you are not happy, nobody will want to stay with you. If you are not happy, you lose your loved ones. If you are not happy, people will run away from you. So effect of bitterness is what? It make you to lose your loved one. People will leave you and run away. Especially if you're a man or a woman and you're not happy. If you're not happy, your partner will do what? Will leave you because you're not happy. You should learn how to be happy. So I said that effect of bitterness is what? Anger. When you are always angry, any small thing you pick offense and you'll be angry. Anger can do what? Can lead to bitterness. When you're not happy, anytime you complain, any small thing you complain, people will not like to stay with you. If you are the type that is angry all the time, nobody will like to stay with an angry man or an angry woman. We should learn how to hold our emotion. We should learn how to hold on and do what? And stay with people. But if you are bitter, if you are the type that always, anytime you are any small thing, you will not be happy. People will not like to stay with you. People will not like to stay with somebody that is always angry. So I said that the effect of bitterness is what? Anger. And people will leave you. If you're angry all the time, nobody will like to stay with you. People will do what? Will leave you. Effect of bitterness. The number two effect of bitterness is that bitterness can shorten your life. Bitterness will make you to be what? To be sick. If you are angry, if you are bitter all the time, it will dry up your bone. It will make you to be sick. If you are not happy, it will make you to be what? To be sick. Bitterness can lead to what? Sickness. It can lead to shortage of life. So if you don't want to lose your life, you have to be happy. No matter anything that you're seeing around you, learn how to be happy. Learn how to be happy. Learn how to be happy always. Because when you're happy, people will like to stay with you. If you're unhappy, people will run away from you. So bitterness can make people to run away from you. Bitterness can also shorten your what? Your life. And can put many sickness inside of you. That's why Bible said that a merry heart doeth good like a medicine, but broken spirit, who can help it? Nobody can help a broken spirit. So you have to take care of yourself and be joyful always. So this issue of bitterness can be overcome. Bitterness can be what? Can be overcome. We have a way to overcome bitterness. Number one way to overcome bitterness is that You must identify the reason why you are not happy. Identify the reason why you are always angry and address the situation. When you identify what makes you unhappy and address the situation, you will be what? You will be happy. Number two way on how to overcome bitterness is that you must learn how to forgive. You must forgive. You cannot say that you've not offended anyone. No. You must have a soft heart. Learn how to forgive each other. Anytime somebody offended you, forgive the person. Forgiveness, when you forgive somebody, you're not doing the person good. You are doing good to yourself when you forgive. Because when you forgive, you are healing yourself. When you forgive, you are removing sickness away from you. When you forgive, you are taking away anger, resentment away from you. Because they have negative influences in our life. And those negative influences that they can make you to be depressed, they can make you to have sickness, they can make you to have mental issue. So forgive one another. Anyone that offended you, look at the person, forgive the person, and move on. Number three way on how to overcome bitterness is that you must learn how to stay with your loved ones. Anyone that is bringing out negative things around you, stay away from negative people. Stay away from people that are always speaking negative words. Stay with people that have positive mindset. Stay with people that love you, your loved one. Seek support from them. Seek support from your loved one. Seek support from your good friends, and heal yourself. Don't carry any grudges in your heart, but seek support. Stay with positive people. When you stay with them, you start thinking positive. Another way on how to overcome bitterness is that you must learn how to grow. Learn how to grow. Learn how to move on. Learn how to build up yourself. Build yourself up. Take advice from your loved one and build yourself. Move on. Grow inside of yourself. Have a good mentality. Remove anything that will make you angry. Take care of yourself. You must learn how to take care of yourself. Think on how to develop yourself. Think on how to improve. Sometimes, when you are angry, you like to stay alone. Staying alone is not the best answer. You must come out and mix with people. Come out and mix with people that have positive mindset. Love yourself. Forgive people. If anyone offended you, forgive. Some people will say, you don't know what this person have done to me. You don't know what this person have taken away from me. No matter how it is, no matter how painful it is, learn to forgive. When you forgive people, their doors will be open. When you forgive people, you will see what? You will see success in anything that you put your hand upon. But when you don't forgive so easily, you find things very difficult for you. When you forgive, everything will be working well for you. But when you don't forgive, you find out that things will be moving badly for you. So forgiveness is very, very important so that we have a happy life. When you forgive, you will not be having bitterness in your heart. But when you don't forgive, you have bitterness, you have resentment, you have anger, you have negative feelings all the time. And when you have negative feelings all the time, people will do what? Run away from you. Learn how to forgive. Learn how to mix with people so that you overcome what? Bitterness from your heart. Love people around you. Forgive so easily. The most common thing that can make you to overcome bitterness is when you forgive and move on. Forgive so easily. Love people around you. Love people around you and forgive. Forgive one another so that depression and bitterness will run away from you. I will stop here for today. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Lovina Media.